Hi guys, it's me. I just wanted to do a little, intro to the episode. So, if you guys can hear that weird sound in the background of the audio, it's because I was charging my laptop while I was recording. And my laptop makes a weird ass noise when it charges. I don't know why, but that's the reason for that. Sorry about that. Probably won't ever do that again because it sounds not good. I was gonna re-record it, but also I kind of felt like my emotions in this episode are really raw and real and true to myself and true to the narrative that I want to share with others. So I didn't want to, re-record it because I didn't feel like it would be the same. Like it wouldn't be as real and raw. So I guess we're stuck with the bad audio for this first episode, but it probably won't happen again, guys. Sorry about that. And then also, I just want to say that this episode is very important to me in the wake of this new Sydney Sweeney ad. I can't believe that we're literally practicing fascism in 2025. This is absolutely crazy. I literally can't fathom it. I just can't. The rise of fascism in this country is nothing to be taken lightly. And I encourage every single one of you listening to do your research. And please just be educated with current times. It directly affects you whether you think it does or it doesn't. It does. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for listening and enjoy the episode. Hi everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Predominance podcast. I'm so excited to be doing this. This project is something that I definitely hold very near and dear to my heart, as you guys probably could understand. But if you're tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited to be doing this. And yeah, so today's topic, basically, when I was planning out this episode, I kind of wanted it to be a love letter to Black women. So I'm sure a lot of you, if you're on TikTok, you probably have been seeing the SZA trend where it's the price of being Black in Suburbia, which is basically just Black women will go on and highlight, the struggles that they've gone through being Black in a predominantly white area. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this has to be the first episode because this is exactly, what I'm getting at here in doing this podcast and everything like that. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about some Black Girl Canon events. I'm going to talk about some of the things I guess that I've been throughout my life. And yeah, I'm just going to be highlighting the struggles of Black women in predominantly white areas today, and honestly just generally in white America. Honestly, I don't really know what to start with first because there's so many things. I have a list with me, but there's so many things that I could talk about right now. I literally don't even know how to start this. I guess I will start with hair. And I'll start, I guess, with my journey of hair and things like that and things that I know that people go through, I guess. So my whole life, I've had very, very curly hair. When I was a kid, my curl pattern was a lot looser than it is now. But when I hit puberty, my hair just started to get so super, super coily and just I don't know, it was so different than it had been my entire life. It was so coily, it was so thick, there was so much of it. Literally, I just didn't know what to do with my hair. I didn't know how to take care of my hair. At one point, guys, I'm really wearing my heart on my sleeve when I say this. Guys, I literally had 3 big dreadlocks in the back of my head because I did not know how to take care of my hair. And it was your girl had free forms. I had free forms in my head because I didn't know how to take care of my hair. And I would literally, every day, I would just slick it back and pretend that I wasn't literally nonchalant dreadhead in the back of my head, girl. Like, it was real, girl, it was real bad. But, nonetheless, first of all, combing those out was a whole process that I don't even want to get into. But, God, I'm like just thinking about that. That was so bad. Anyways, then as I got a little bit older, I started to, you know, kind of get a feel for how to do my hair. But when I hit middle school, guys, oh, my hair was straight all of the time. When past like 6th grade, I hated my curly hair. Oh my god. I thought it was the ugliest thing ever. Like, I would literally cry, like, if I had to wear my hair curly. I remember, like, if I had my hair curly, my hair at that time, like, from, like, we'll say, like, 7th grade to probably, like, 9th grade, my hair was either straight or in some sort of protective hairstyle, like, probably box braids. Also, guys, just to go on the line, this is because, girl, I want to look as white as I possibly could. Like, I stuck out like a sore thumb, and so I just wanted to be white so bad. And honestly, like, take that however you want to take it, but that is literally just the reality of my life at the time. Like, I literally just wanted to be white so bad. I was so pandering as well, which I'll get into that in a minute, but I just wanted to look as white as I possibly could. And my mom would literally say this to me, and I would get so mad because I was so, like, uncomfortable with my identity at the time, which I guess, like, yes, everyone goes through that at that age, but, like, to be so uncomfortable in that aspect of my identity, like, my skin and my culture, like, that is stuff that stays with me for my entire life. Like, that will never leave me. Like, the black on my skin will never leave me. My hair texture will never leave me, no matter what I do. I'll always, like, there'll always be some remnants of my black skin or my black hair or my culture and things like that. So to be so uncomfortable with that aspect of my life at the time was so hard. And I'm literally getting teary, like, talking about this. I've never talked about this before. Sorry, guys. Whoa. To be so uncomfortable, with yourself in that aspect of your life is so hard, and also at such a young age. At that age, generally, all you want is to fit in, and that it was already harder for me, you know, but just, like, it just made it 10 times harder. Anyways, where was I? Sorry. Whoa, guys. We just started. I'm already getting a little emotional. So my hair from, like, 7th grade to 9th grade was either straight or in a protective hairstyle. I hated my hair so much. I would literally, like, TikTok was really big at the time. TikTok's obviously still really big. I don't even know why I just said that, but I would not, like, I hated my hair, my curly hair, so much so to the point where, like, I wouldn't make TikToks while my hair was curly, or I wouldn't post on social media. Like, I wouldn't post my face when I would Snapchat people. I wouldn't snap my face unless it was, like, my friends, like, because I was just, like, so ashamed of my natural state of being. Like, just let that sink in. Like, imagine, like, oh my god, like, I just wish I could, like, go back and tell her that, like, it was okay. Her hair was beautiful and it was okay, but just, like, imagine, like, my natural state of being, I was so embarrassed of. I wouldn't post on social media. I know that seems like not a big deal, but, like, to a young kid at the time living in the era that we're living in, that is a big thing. Like, posting on social media. I used to post, like, one, like, TikTok every day, and I would not, but if my hair was curly, you would not see a TikTok. I would post, like, drafts from when my hair was straight. And I would either A, just be like, oh guys, here at the draft because my hair's curly, I hate my fucking hair. Or I would be like, pretend that my hair was still straight. But yeah, wow, that just made me really emotional to talk about. I don't know why, but I was just so ashamed of my natural state of being, and I just wanted to do anything I possibly could to look like the other girls at school. And it wasn't until literally like this past school year that I have started to like feel a little bit better about my curly hair. Like freshman year, my hair was like straight for the probably most of the year, and then if it wasn't straight, it was just in a slick back with a puff because like I was so I just wanted to look like I just wanted to hide it. Like if I could hide it, that to me was like a good way to hide it. Like just a slick back puff. Like don't look at it. Don't even like acknowledge the fact that it's curly. But then towards the very end of freshman year, I started to kind of experiment with curly hairstyles and try to like not hide it as much and like do things that actually kind of like show my beautiful defined curls. But I did it during exam week so that if I did go to school with my hair noticeably curly, that it would only be like half a day or so like that, so like no one would really see it. And I remember one day I was so emotional about this. I tried so hard to kind of try to wear my hair out to school, like fully just like my curly like hair down, and I could not do it for the life of me. And I remember feeling so sad and like upset with myself because I don't know. Okay, guys, this is totally unrelated, but it's related to how we get to this point in my life, so just bear with me. After my mom died, I kind of went on this, like, I guess, journey of self-discovery, which is very normal. I'm in high school. Everyone goes through this at this time, but for me, it was really heavy because my whole life, I never really been okay with being black. I've kind of just always been uncomfortable, whether it be aspects with my hair, my skin color, my culture. I just always felt like because I was black, my skin was darker, and my hair was curlier, that I wasn't. Sorry. Whoa. I did not expect this to be this emotional. I kind of just, oh my god, I literally can't even talk. Okay. I kind of just disregarded myself completely, and I felt like because my skin was darker and because my hair was curlier or thicker than all the other like kids at school or friends I had or people on social media, I thought that I was ugly and I wasn't beautiful, which obviously now I know is very untrue. But that is how I felt for such a large portion of my life so far. And honestly, I'm just so happy that I'm able to kind of like combat this at the time that I am. Like, I'm 16, I'm still young, so I'm happy that I'm able to go through this kind of battle in life now, because I know that there's still a lot of women much older than me who still feel how I felt from the ages of like 5 to like 14 or 15. Sorry, I literally am crying again. What the hell? Where was I? What was I talking about? Sorry, if you guys hear this, It's because my nails keep scratching on the microphone because I talk with my hands. So sorry about that. Where was I? Whoa, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that day in 9th grade was so emotional. I couldn't really do it. I couldn't bring myself to wear my hair curly to school. I really want to do it because I felt like it would be healing my younger self. Like, when I was even in elementary school, like, I would not let my mom put my hair in an afro to go to school because I thought that was the ugliest thing ever. I was like, I will look so ugly, I'll get made fun of, I can't do this. And I was right, I would get made fun of. And if you made fun of my hair in elementary school, I hope that you find yourself, because that was not cute and fun and fresh, mama. That was not, that was not really, girl support, girls empowerment. Anyways, guys. Yeah, I wouldn't let, like, my hair in, like, elementary school, like, I used to be so picky about it because I was so scared of getting made fun of for just having, like, even remotely black presenting hair. Like, and even, like, when I would get my hair done in protective hairstyles, like, I wouldn't do, like, anything other than, like, just a simple knotless box braid, because that was, like, to me, like, the most whitewashed thing I could get. Guys, don't come for me. This is my opinions, like, towards myself at the time. But that was, like, another good way I could hide my hair. But yeah. Anyways, I keep going off on a tangent. Let's go back to the day that I'm talking about. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was so upset. And then, this past school year, sophomore year, I've kind of gotten more comfortable. That was also when I kind of started to notice, I came to the realization of, like, I guess all of, like, the racial struggles that I've gone through as a black female in a predominantly white area for, like, my whole life. And I thought about how many other kids are probably thinking the same thing, and that's when I got the idea for this podcast. And again, I'm still on this journey of, like, self-discovery, because I kind of, like, I talked, like, shortly about it, like, 2 seconds ago, but I didn't really go into as much detail as I wanted to about what I was going to say. Basically, after my mom died, I kind of also, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, because a lot of you have most likely listened to my podcast episode with Ruby Paquette on the Pratt. Shout out to Ruby Paquette. Thank you very much. You actually are such a big inspiration in my life, and I love you a lot. Thank you. Anyways, going back to that, and I'm still on. I'm on such a big journey of self-discovery, as everyone is at this age, but mine is a little heavier, because after my mom died, I kind of came to the realization of, tomorrow's never promised, which everyone says, it's such a cliche thing, but you don't really understand the depth of that statement until you go through something like what I went through. When you lose someone that close to you in such a sudden way. Like, we found out my mom was gonna die probably, like, 3 days before she actually did. So it was kind of a sudden thing. And so you don't really understand, like, the depth of how important time is and things like that until you go through something like that. And so I kind of made it a goal for myself to kind of, like, embrace the things that are different about me, like my skin color, my size, my hair, my weird interests, because I don't have a lot of time on this earth, to be hating myself. I hated my skin and my hair for, like, 10 plus years. Like, that's a long time to just be filled with such self-hatred. Like, And it really took a toll on me as a kid. Like, I don't know. It really, like, it stopped me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do. And I don't know. It was a lot. It was really a lot. It takes a toll on you to hate yourself so much for that long. Yeah. But now I'm kind of starting to, I love my curly hair now. I think it's so cute. I think it's so beautiful. And I'm gonna cry again, guys. I'm so happy that, whoa, holy crap, I literally can't not cry on this podcast. I didn't expect this to be so emotional, so sorry if I'm, like, kind of all over the place with my words. Okay, I need to take a minute, sorry. I am so proud of myself for, oh my god, okay, for being able to get to an area in life where I'm happy with the way I look, and not because I changed things about myself, but because I took the time to, see the beauty in myself, and I worked on my character rather than my appearance. I've never done anything to my appearance to make me like myself more. This was all, like, in my, kind of an in my head thing. And I'm so proud of myself that I've been able to get to a spot where I love the way I look, and it's not because I went through physical change, but because I went through mental change, and I changed the way that I thought about myself, because I knew that I know I don't have much time on Earth, and I don't want to fill my time with self-hatred. And I'm so happy that I'm able to get to this spot where I am now. And I'm, whoa, voice crack, guys. Don't clip. Anyways, so happy that I'm able, it's healing my inner child also in a way, because, and I don't know if any of this is relatable or not. I'm kind of just rambling on, but I think it's really healing to love things about yourself later in life that when you were younger you hated. And it's kind of healing that aspect of my life, like the self-hatred aspect of my life that I've had. And it's really, all of it was centered around, like, my black skin, hair, and culture. Like, I was just ashamed of myself. But yeah, I love my hair now, and I wear it curly, and I do all these things, and I do the research and all this, and I'm just really happy that I'm where I am with that. So, alright, I'm gonna try, that took up a large portion. I didn't think it would. We're already at 20 minutes, and I cried 3 times. So, girl, let's, like, come on, girl, let's get a move on, girl. I'm going to try and get through, like, 2 more topics, because I'm tired of crying. Or maybe 3, I don't know. We'll see where we get. I don't really want this to exceed 30 minutes, because no one wants to listen to all that. So, maybe we'll do, like, a part 2 of this and bring on a guest or 2 or something like that. But let me know, guys. Yeah. I'm hoping that the response to this is good, guys. I'm really putting my heart on the line. Like, this is a big deal for me, because, again, like, my whole life, this is an aspect of my life that I've been ashamed of. So to go publicly and just talk about this, it feels really good, but it's also a little nerve-wracking. So please be nice. Come on, be nice to me. Okay, I'm trying to find my other topic. Sorry, guys. All right. I think next we should talk about. I think we'll talk about code switching because I guess it kind of goes with what we're on. Okay. All right. So if y'all don't know what code switching is, it's basically like when you're talking to black people, you talk a certain way, and when you're talking to white people, you talk a certain way. Like when you're younger and your mom used to talk on the phone to somebody white and she had her white person voice. Okay? That's what code switching is, guys. And I know you know what I'm talking about now that I just said that. So now that y'all know, let's talk about code switching. I was the biggest, this is so loud, sorry for headphone users. I was the biggest code switcher in the goddamn world. And I'm also going to talk about pandering in with this. I don't know if this is a canon event, but it happened to me, and I'm sure it happened to a lot of other people. Anyways, guys. Code switching. I can't say that I would talk the same to my black friends as I did to my white friends when I was little. And you know what? I really didn't have that much black friends, but we'll say to my family because that was kind of the only black people in my life at the time. Yeah. Girl, code switching was bad. I really want to talk about pandering. Let me get into that. If you guys don't know what I mean when I say that word, basically, it's just kind of like when you make fun of yourself being black or just black people and culture generally because you know that it will make other people laugh. Like when I talk about this, I'm going to talk about a few characters in history to kind of like explain to you what I mean by this. Hold on, give me one second. I'm looking up a definition. Bringing up a definition for y'all. Yeah, to do or say something. To do. Wait, hold on, guys. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I don't even know if this is like the right word to use for this, but basically, it's kind of like when you're making fun of black culture, yourself being black, or just black people in general, because you know that it will entertain white people and that will make them laugh and things like that. I did that for probably the entirety of my middle school years. Like, I would literally make fun of myself so badly. Sorry. Because I knew that I would make my white friends laugh. I can't explain to you how bad this was and how it's literally trauma. Like, it legitimately gave me trauma. Like, people, like, when I was in, like, middle school, people would overuse, let me say, and still do. You know who you are. Use the N-word, and I would pretend I was okay with it because I would rather have friends that made fun of my culture and made fun of me being black than have no friends at all. Tell me you hate yourself without telling me you hate yourself. Girl, run. Literally, if this is you right now and you're listening to this and you're like, this kind of sounds like what I'm going through currently, run. R-U-N, run. Okay? Like, I'm laughing, but it ain't funny. I can't stress it enough, y'all. It was bad. Like, so bad. To the point, okay, don't anybody laugh. I'm gonna try not to laugh. It's not funny. When I was in middle school, kids had an app called Pocket Whip on their phones. I'm gonna get my phone out, and I'm gonna show you what this is. So basically, you would like move your phone like in a downward motion, like literally in a whipping motion, and it makes a whip noise. Like, hold on. It's like, I wish I was doing visual right now, because then I could show you what I mean, but I'm not. I haven't gotten like that aspect of the pod set up yet, which by next episode it definitely will be. I'm just not filming this one. I really don't know why. I'm kind of just a lazy bum. So, but here. Wait, guys, hold on. Give me a minute. Ignore this ad. That sound. So basically you just like move your phone in a whipping motion and it makes that sound. And when I tell you, kids were doing this to me at school. Kids were coming up to me, white kids, by the way, coming up to me at school and doing that to me. And I would think it was, or pretend, actually. I pretend it was funny. I did not think it was funny. It actually really, really hurt my feelings. But I would just pretend it was funny. And I would be like, ah. And, you know, like, girl, it wasn't funny, ma'am. And you knew it. So I want to include that because that was insane. And that is something that I never kind of, like, realized was that crazy until after the fact. Because I was so, like, deep in my self-hatred. Like, I literally just had myself convinced that this was okay and that it was funny and that they were laughing with me and not at me. No, girl, they're laughing at you. Also, I guess I'll just talk about some of the crazy things that, like, some other of the crazy things that people said to me and I pretended were okay. One time, somebody told me that, well, this was a reoccurring thing, actually, so I'll just talk about it in general. Anytime I was in a classroom in middle school and they would turn the lights off, I'm sure a few of you know where I'm going with this, kids in the class would say, "Oh my God, where did Jhanai go?" Laugh. Go ahead, get your laughs out, laugh. At the time, I pretended it was hilarious. Girl, no, it wasn't. And I'm literally thinking about it. I can't believe I let it slide. And I did. And I let it slide for like 3-4 years, girl. Yeah. That was crazy. That was really, really crazy. Yeah. People used to literally just blatantly call me a monkey. This, crazy again, goes as far as 9th grade. I literally got called a monkey like 2 years ago now. Bitch. Sorry, Dad, that I'm swearing, but girl, are you serious? Like, what is going on? What are we doing? Like, I need to know, like, okay, this is also why I get so upset when older people and, like, people in other generations say that, like, oh, you can't say anything now because these kids and whatever. Girl, what do you mean you can't say anything now? The racism is so normalized right now. It is so normalized right now, and I cannot believe this. 2025 and racism is being normalized. I was called a monkey in a classroom setting. And laughter erupted. I was being fake whipped at school, and it was quote unquote funny. And it was normalized. And people made me feel like I was crazy for feeling like it was wrong. Literally just this past year, someone that I was close with was saying the N-word. I confront them. Why are you doing this? Another person tells me, why is it such a big deal, Jhanai? Everyone says it. Are you actually serious right now? Hey, I know you actually didn't just say that to me. Are you dead ass serious? Why is it such a big deal? I'm not even going to go into that because I'm getting pissed off, but it needs to not be normalized. Why are these things normalized? Why? I need to know. Let me know, guys. Comment down below. Let me know. That was really loud. Sorry. Alright. We're at like 32 minutes. I realized that I kind of just rambled today. I want to do more of this. I want to do more like Black Girl Canon events and things like that. But I will end by saying, if you feel like your life aligns with any of the things that I have just talked about for the past, I think, 33 minutes, you are strong, you are smart, you are kind, you are important, you are more than what their words are, you are more than what they're saying about you, you're more than what you think about yourself. You are black, and that is beautiful, and it's okay. And it's okay to embrace it, it's okay to express it, and there is nothing wrong with you simply because your skin color is a different shade, or because your hair color is a different, your hair color, girl, or because sorry guys, stuttering over here, or because your hair is a different texture. There's nothing wrong with you. You're completely normal, you're beautiful, and you should embrace the fact that you're unique, especially if you look very different from those around you, whether it be in a school, in a place of work, or just in a community in general, any community. You are smart, you are kind, you are important, and you're beautiful. And that's so important that you know that. Yeah, sorry that this is so long. I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you everyone for tuning in and listening. I love you guys. Sorry I cried so many times. But yeah, I love you. Thank you for tuning in so much. This is really important to me. I can't wait for everyone to hear this. Also, give me feedback. I want feedback on what you guys think about this, and requests of things you want me to talk about. If you feel like you want to come on and talk, send me a DM. Feel free. Yeah, I want guests. That's something I want. So definitely send, if you're watching this and you relate, or you feel like you have a story you want to share, send me a DM, and chances are you'll be on here. So thank everyone so much. Thank y'all for listening, and I love y'all very much. So peace out.